Seattle Thunder made it to Sunday's quarterfinals in their first pro PSP event last year, but stumbled at the rest of the events, plagued by penalties and underperformance. Team captain and longtime veteran Corey Field refuses to let this happen to his team in 2013 and is running with the hardest crew that he can find. On the D side, we will see Andrew Stoddard and the young Nico Perry, who has yet to live up to his vast potential. Jack Crimian returns to the Thunder lineup, as does Scotty Knight, who both turned in solid performances last season. Tommy Tucker and rookie Burton Tuttle have joined the squad. They're only running with 8 players this event, and everyone on the roster is hungry to prove Seattle Thunder deserves a place with the best teams in the game. The offseason brought drastic change for Tampa Bay DMG, who took second to champs Houston Heat at the World Cup. They lost stars Justin Rabikoff, Dave Baines, and Alex Goldman, as well as longtime coach Paul Richards. But DMG still has an amazing roster with depth in every position, so as long as their current roster executes their level of talent, they shouldn't feel those hits. Kevin S.K. Brettauer comes over from the LA Ironmen to take over the coaching position and brings the versatile Rainey Stanczyk with him, who could be a big contributor. And the combined might of all-stars Chad Boucher, Dan Holiday, and the thoroughly amazing MVP Jason Edwards should be enough offense to put wins on the board. Also, the return of Brian Smith, who's back from a brief retirement, should bolster their attack on the Snake side. Overall, DMG looks as strong as they ever have, and they're a big favorite to win events this season.
Welcome back, guys. We are getting ready for the Seattle Thunder versus DMG game. I'm here with Jack Crimian from Thunder. Now, you guys have won one game and tied a game.
Yeah.
So what are you going into today with, knowing you have to accomplish to win this?
I mean, we know we need to come out and win 2 games. The first step's right here, this first game. Let's get this win under our belt, and then we'll worry about the second one. But we definitely need 2 wins to get to Sunday comfortably.
DMG's been doing well, so what are you expecting from them?
We watched a lot of their games, and they play pretty fast. We kind of know what to expect from them already. I think it'll be pretty easy for us, I think.
All right, well, we'll see if it's easy for them.
So here we go, start of this game, Thunder taking on DMG. And Thunder making it all the way to the Snake off the break, immediately into Snake 1. Such an easy spot to make. We haven't seen a lot of people get shot trying to make it there. It's getting past that spot. Yeah, I was gonna say, it's getting past that spot. You gotta be a little careful. And looks like Olsvik getting shot, trying to push up aggressive. You know, and unfortunately for Thunder, they lost Andrew Stoddard before this event to a knee injury. And, you know, I went up to Corey Field and I was like, who's playing good for you guys? He's like, Andrew Stoddard. I'm like, oh, tight, that's gonna be great. And he's like, yeah, he hurt his knee though. I was like, bummer.
Not so great.
So Thunder fighting back. Just heard that interview with them, Lauren. So see what they can do here. Shane Howell and Snake 2. You know, and Shane Howell and Brian Duffy, longtime pros, man. These guys been playing professional level for, you know, with a few breaks, but for about 10 years. So lots of experience on DMG, and they won Division I.
Yeah, Shane Howell right there in your screen. Just putting paint back in on the Dorito side. You know, he's always a factor. You know, Shane Howell, you know, he's a small, you know, pretty quick body. He can always get into that snake. And, player in the middle right there for DMG, calling out Tommy Tucker, saying he got a shot in him. Referee gonna come check him. Shane Howell gonna jump into the 50 Dorito on the Snake side, and Tucker does get shot, so he walks off the field right now. Another body down, leaving just Field there in the center temple, dealing with Shane Howell. I'm sure those two have gotten in a couple gun battles over the years.
Yeah, for sure. So Shane Howell, real good field position over here. No one on the Snake side with him. No one's against him. So let's see if DMG, they've only lost 1 body. Thunder's lost 2, so it's 3-on-4 right now. Scott Knight, Corey Field, and Nico Perry are left alive for Thunder. And looking at the Dorito side from center over to the Dorito side lineup for Thunder. That's where all their guys are left, so no one on the Snake side. They're gonna need to drop a shot in on Shane Howell. He's definitely the thorn in their side at this point in the game.
Yeah, and DMG shuffling a body over from the center of the field to get in behind Shane Howell. That's Michael Lowry getting into Snake 2 and getting his gun up across the field. Gonna try and help Shane Howell move a little bit as Thunder is trying to battle from that Dorito 1 to keep Shane Howell from coming down, shooting Corey Field in the back.
Yeah, Mike Lowry can play some paintball, man. We've seen some good moves from him in DMG games in the past year.
Mike Lowry.
Good little duo over here on the Snake side. Now Shane Howell aggressively pushes forward. into the 3 guns and able to make it in there alive. So nice job by Shane Howell, and he's going to blow apart Field's back. So Corey Field not able to get small enough. Man, how did they not shoot Shane Howell?
I don't know. They had 2 bodies looking at him right there, but Shane Howell's still alive, and Mike Lowry now in the 50, and here comes Duffy down the middle of the field. Oh, and Duffy gets blown apart right before he gets that Thunder player. Somebody blew the horn, though.
Yeah.
A bunch of chaos.
You could see that Thunder, the guys that were left on the field, because they had just shot Duffy trying to get him out of there, and so only looking at 2 bodies. Maybe I think Scott Knight and Nico Perry might be, maybe him like, hey, let us play this out a little bit more. It's still real early in the game, and give me a shot. So with 16:57 to go here, score is going to be 2-1, and we'll be right back. So beautiful afternoon here. 16:57 seconds left to go in this matchup. Score actually is 1-0 in favor of Sac DMG. Man, what a nice paintball park we have to play this PSP event out here. OXCC Outdoor Extreme, Chesapeake City. Manny Marshall alongside Todd Martinez. Watching some Challengers League teams play right now. Trying to fight their way and progress up. 2 teams from the Challengers division will move on to play in the Champions division, and 2 champion teams will be bumping down. So Thunder calling an early timeout here. I don't know if that might be an equipment issue or what. I mean, normally you really don't ever see timeouts called this early in the matchup, but they called the timeout. So as they take a timeout, so are we, and we'll be right back after this.
ANSgear.com has the world's largest inventory of paintball equipment, including guns, masks, loaders, paintballs, tanks, and clothing. With free shipping on all orders over $100. Shop now at ANSgear.com.
All right, we are back. Seattle Thunder taking on Sacramento DMG. Let's see what happens here at the start of this break. Looks like 5 alive for both teams here. No one shot at the beginning of this point, and both teams immediately into Snake 1. Better field position, though, for Thunder, as they have a player on the Snake side to help out. No, actually now DMG making their move out. So good cross-field spread from DMG, as they have a player in the Dorito 1, and now Thunder makes their move into Dorito 1 as well.
Yeah, Thunder lost Scott Knight on the break out of that Dorito side, so 4 bodies left alive for them, but they now occupy Snake 2 and the Snake corner. Corey Field again in that temple in the middle of the field. And they have a body in the Dorito 1. DMG now going over Snake 1 on into Snake 2. Shane Howe going to back up into the Snake corner and try and gain dominance on the wire as he's looking into the gun of Tommy Tucker and Matt Olsvik right now for damage, or for DMG. Oh, on the inside, big move right there by Olsvik.
And he got him, so nice job by Olsvik to pull the trigger over here, clean out that Snake. That's what I'm talking about. And then right off that move, Thunder able to get into Snake 2. So, but then Shane Howe makes his move for DMG into Snake 2. They're mirrored up on this side. We're looking at the Dorito side on your screen right now for DMG. And their guns are looking Dorito side right now. So it's just Shane Howe into Snake 2.
And there goes Tucker into Snake 2 as well. Right where Borromeo just left is Shane Howe. Right where Olsvik just left to bunker out Borromeo is Tommy Tucker. So there they are right there. That Dorito is just a little bit offset from the outsides of those mini race bunkers, so you can't exactly see your mirror. So both players just watching the edge of that Dorito. There you see Tommy Tucker up on one knee, one hand, trying to get a shot across the field or into the middle, into the mini race bunker that DMG is now in, trying to keep Tommy Tucker there. Brian Duffy in the Dorito 1, also shooting into the Snake 2. Shane Howe gonna get a quick check from the ref. There's Corey Field bumped out of that center and into the tower, but Shane Howe gonna get a minor penalty right now and have to run to the box. He gets Mike Lowry pulled, and that's gonna open up the door for Tommy Tucker and Corey Field to come down the middle of the field right now as Duffy gets shot. And that is gonna give Seattle Thunder an opportunity to get a point, and Corey Field gonna run that flag in and hang it. There you see Corey Field. There's Shane Howe coming out of the box in the minor. They lost the point, so that minor comes off the board. So 1-1 tie now. Big penalty there by Shane Howe. Gonna allow Seattle Thunder to tie this ball game up. So 14:21 left to go. Here's the replay of Olsvik as he jumps over Snake 2, gun in his left hand, comes in and bunkers out Alex Borromeo, who is sitting there shooting across the field. He hears the call that he's coming, looks to the outside, and Olsvik comes down the highway and just delicately colors the mask of Alex Borromeo, a lighter shade of yellow.
Lighter shade of yellow. So 14:21 on the clock, and yeah, so penalties. I don't know. We haven't seen a ton of penalties, but some games more than others. It's just one of those things you want to try to not get penalties out here. They do come. They always will.
Yeah, and it costs you. That's why you see in the big games, especially in the Champions Division, how big a factor penalties play. It costs you so bad, in any division, obviously, but, out here getting that minor going to cost them a point. Lucky not to get a major there, and be sitting in the box, just a minor. That penalty's going to come off, and they're going to stay 5-on-5 out here.
Well, a big point for Thunder. Really don't want to let DMG start racking up points, man. Thunder needs to make a statement here coming down from the Champions Division and playing this upcoming D1 team that's moved up to Pro. And it looks like we have Lauren Kelly in the pits with DMG. Lauren, what's going on?
Hey guys, down here in the DMG pit with Mike Lowdy. Mike, I was talking to Thunder previously, and they said they thought this was going to be an easy match for them. What are you guys going to do to make it tough?
Just execute. We just have to execute our lanes. Pretty much can't get stupid penalties, and like I said, just talk and shoot our lanes.
Are you going to have like an aggressive strategy, or are you trying to stay behind in your bunkers for a while?
I think we try to set, shoot our lanes, get a couple G's off break, and try to execute on that and move up the field from there.
Okay, we'll see who wins.
All right, so we're back to the action here. It's all tied up at 1 apiece. These two teams fighting it out in the Challengers Division. If you win or take second place in the Challengers Division, it assures you a berth in the Champions Division at the next event. But right now, not looking good for Thunder. Tommy Tucker, Nico Perry, only players left alive as Jack Cremian draws a minor penalty. We just talked about that. Got to try to keep those penalties too. Looks like that was a major penalty, actually. Jack Cremian getting a major. And like I was saying, just when we talking about trying to stay out of the box, major penalty flies in the air, signified by that red flag. So let's see if Tommy Tucker, Nico Perry,
can pull out some big Anini stuff like we saw last game, as he brought that one back from the brink, even though they ended up losing the match. But man, some stellar play out of that kid. So DMG looking strong, 5 players left alive, and closing out real methodical here, not running crazy down the field and throwing their bodies away.
And Nico Perry gonna want to cross it up over here with Tucker. Tucker battling around the outside. Looks like some of those players slept on Tucker. Oh no, here it comes right now. Gonna drop the hammer on him. Tommy Tucker playing the roundabout game, but just too many bodies over here. As
anytime you get to the other side of your bunker and that happens, you're just shocked you're still alive.
Yeah.
You know, like how's my back not getting destroyed right now? You can saw Tucker, that's why he wanted to put paint on that guy as quick as possible and spin around and try to deal with whatever else was in front of him. But
yeah,
just too many DMG players left alive and nothing Tommy Tucker can do. And Brian Duffy getting himself a 2-pack on that last point. That's gonna give him actually 2 for the game. So DMG gonna go up 1 point here, long points. 12 minutes and 32 seconds left. Looking in the pits of DMG, and actually Sacramento, DMG is an acronym for dedication. I think it's, yeah, dedication means greatness. So, and that's a lot of this. We're talking about dedication, guys like Shane Howe grinding all the time, and really Dave Baines has put together a real good, helped put together a good squad up there coming out of Sacramento, their home field. Dave Baines' field, Capital Edge.
Yeah, there's Nate Schrader on your screen right there. You know, he's a little ball player. Yeah, we've seen some good games out of him. I think it was last year here that we saw Schrader really attacking that Dorito side, doing some work. You know, here's the replay on the end of the point when Tucker feels the pressure coming, does the spin, wondering why Bristleback's not shooting him.
Yeah.
And then finally catches a couple and runs off the field. So that point right there allows DMG to go up 2-1. And still gonna be 52 seconds left on that penalty. Crimian gonna be sitting in that box hurting his team. Not only that point, but this point right now, Seattle Thunder are gonna need to get out to some spots, burn the rest of that major off and get him out of the box at least this point. And hopefully try and still win it, even though they're losing by 1 point right now. Don't want to give DMG too much of a lead.
Well, you know, anytime you get a penalty and you have to spend some time in the box, you're losing 20% of your firepower. And where that really helps for the other team is off the break, because that's one less gun shooting your way. So 52 seconds remain on that penalty. And DMG on the breakout, snake one off the break. That's pretty much become the standard here on this field for pretty much every team we've seen play.
And here we have DMG straight into the 50 Dorito on the snake side. Just gonna start pounding over on that Dorito tower right now. With the 4 bodies, they have the Dorito tower, snake tower, Corey Fields in the center temple, and Olsvik's in snake 2, but they do shoot one of the DMG players and even the bodies up at 4. Referee checking out the 50 Dorito for DMG. He's still alive. Referee checking out.
Yeah,
Dorito 1.
Still alive.
He's still alive.
Looking pretty solid. 11 minutes and 40 seconds. Seeing some really long points out of these two teams. They're playing real technical ball here, not making too many mistakes. Also not pushing very aggressively.
And there goes Crimian. He comes out of the box and he gets lit up. Olsvik shooting at Borromeo there in the 50 Dorito. Shane Howe comes over snake 1 into snake 2 for DMG. Tommy Tucker fills out from the snake tower to the snake corner. Give Olsvik a little bit of support over here. Gonna shoot down the wire. Borromeo feeling the pressure. He tucks in.
Yeah, so good field position for DMG as they have 2 guys over here on this snake side of the field.
Ooh, Duffy just got shot in the top of the loader.
Oh, well, they only have, so DMG, though, they have good field position on the snake side. Oh, they lose their entire Dorito side. So let's see if Thunder can take advantage of this. So Thunder needs to start pushing up the field. Now, just because the guys in front of you are dead doesn't mean you just run blindly down the field, because they've got the cross-field shots coming in from Shane Howe and Borromeo.
Ooh, and they got one of them.
Oof, I think that might have been Borromeo slipping that shot in on Scott Knight to take it to a 3-on-2 situation right now. And here comes the hammer. Tommy Tucker running down and taking out Borromeo. So just when we thought it was looking better for DMG, nope, Tommy Tucker and crew over here for Thunder get it done. So Tucker gonna walk that flag in.
Ooh, and another red flag just went flying in the air. Not exactly sure for what, but Olsvik, a minor was thrown on him. That's why he went into the box. But then I saw a red flag go into the air after that. Maybe they're just going to change that call from a minor to a major.
Or maybe he meant to throw a major to start with, grab the wrong flag instead.
But, I mean, right there, DMG had the field position. Looked like they were going to take control of that game. And then Seattle Thunder able to fight back. They got a penalty, but they did get the point back on the board.
All right, so score going to be 2-2 now. And 10 minutes and 4 seconds to go. We'll be right back.
Cover everything. I want to be able to hold off 30, 40, 50 guys coming at me. I want to be able to crawl up and take snipe shots on guys.
Anything you really want in a scenario gun, it has it.
It's just a nasty, nasty tactical gun.
Here we go, start of this next point, all tied up at 2 apiece. Let's see who wants this more. And on the breakout, still 4 players alive for Thunder as Matt Olsvik going to be doing some time in that major penalty that was assessed on him. Tommy Tucker able to get into the snake for Thunder, as well as DMG is also in there as well. And that is Tim Brussel back in the snake, so they've got some depth. DMG has got some depth over here on the snake side of the field, Todd.
So yeah, man, and they did change that minor to a major penalty. So Olsvik's gonna be sitting in that box for another 115, and once again, it looks like Brusselback gets into the 50 Dorito over here on the snake side and just starts pounding away at that Dorito 1. You know, time after time, we've seen it. You know, first one to get in here has control, can really shut down that Dorito side from the 50 Dorito, but it's up to the snake player, which is Tommy Tucker over here right now for Seattle Thunder, to try and get some attack going down the wire, which he does. Shane Howe bumps in behind Brusselback, and he is going to start shooting across the field as well.
Yeah, really good field position right now for DMG. They are totally in the driver's seat over here on the snake side of the field, utilizing that power play. And there is only 34 seconds remaining, so they're going to have to get themselves in position to shoot that box when Olsvik comes out off that major penalty. You know, Olsvik's definitely one of the guys that's getting the work done for Thunder. I mean, actually, there's a decent amount of guys contributing. Tucker's got 3. Matt Olsvik, who's in the box, he's got 3. Fields got 3. Nico Perez got 2 kills. So 8:27.
Yeah, both guns on the snake side shooting across the field. You know, body's gonna come out in 5 seconds. Olsvik's gonna come out of the box. So DMG is gonna be looking at the box. Oh, and there goes Brusselback. He gets shot, and it looks like Olsvik might have even got out clean. Olsvik does get out clean.
Oh, wow. And here comes Tommy Tucker running the side over here on the snake, picking up that flag.
Still one body left alive for DMG. Tommy Tucker looking for him. Oh, no, there he goes. He walks off right now. So, man, good play right there by Thunder.
Yeah.
Playing the last 2 points with penalties and still able to get, actually, I think DMG might have even gotten a penalty on that play right there. Yeah, somebody went into the box. So Seattle Thunder started those last 2 points down a body, able to fight through it and score both points and get their body out of the box. So Thunder going to go up 3-2, 52 seconds left on the DMG penalty, 7:51 left to go in this game. We'll be right back after these messages.
And we are back here. Tell you what, man, Thunder showing us something. Able to fight back from that penalty. And then now Tim Brusselback gets a major for DMG. So now DMG is going to be forced to play down a body for 2 minutes. Actually, 1 minute and 52 seconds on that penalty. 7:51 on the clock. So a little turn of events here. Flipping it up. Seattle Thunder going to be at full strength. And Corey Field doing work for them. 4 confirmed kills for the leader of Seattle Thunder, Corey Field.
Yeah, Corey Field got out to the snake side that last game. Oh, looks like we got a timeout here right now. I think DMG is probably going to want to talk about it because they're down a point, down a body. They have their coach Dave Baines over here on the snake side sidelines. They run over to him, get a little help, see what he's seeing. You know, we talk about how successful Dave Baines has been over the years. You know, his influence over this team, definitely a big reason why this team has been able to be successful. You know, Dave Baines, you know, we talk about all the different camps that he's been in: Excessive, Dynasty, Damage, and now Impact. You know, a lot of high caliber paintball IQs. You know, in all those camps, Dave Baines, you know, a student of the game.
Totally. And that's so, how important is that, though? You know, we always see that time and time again. In order for a team to really progress and transcend, move, get better individually, get better as a team, get better with the whole experience of what it's like to go to events and how you're supposed to do certain things, you know, you got to have a guy like Dave Baines or some sort of experienced member, because what it does is it speeds your progression up. Now, you can absolutely find that organically and grow it from within, but it just takes a lot longer of time. You know, than instead of picking up guys like Shane Howe and guys like Brian Duffy who have been there, done that before. And you know, it just speeds things along greatly. So let's check out this is the Challenger schedule for the day. And man, you know, that's a lot of good teams in the Challengers division. I'm excited to see these newer teams in here as well, like Texas Storm and Trenton Top Gun. And you know, Trenton Top Gun doing very well in the Challengers division.
Yeah, so Texas Storm winning that game over Aftershock there in the final seconds. So coming up after that's going to be 187 Crew and Sacramento Excessive. And then, of course, Vicious and the Jesters, DMG going to be taking on Royalty. You know, a lot of different things could go down over here. Teams playing some good paintball, figuring out the field a little bit more, switching their game plans, adapting. And, you know, it's going to make for some good games, you know, for the rest of today. We still have the rest of the Champions Division coming up in the afternoon. And then, you know, just a nice schedule for the webcast tomorrow. Make sure everybody tunes in.
Yeah, tell your friends.
Sunday.
Help us spread the paintball gospel, man. Watching the best gunfighters in the world here throw down. Best paintball teams on planet Earth. All right, so Thunder in the driver's seat, 7:43 to go, and DMG, Tim Brusselback sitting in that penalty box for the next 1 minute and 38 seconds. Let's see if they can grind time down off that penalty, get that man out of the box. Looking at the snake side right now, and the center.
And they get Nico Perry out of that Dorito 1 for Seattle Thunder. He comes walking off the field, and Olsvik gets one right in between his eyeballs out of Snake 1, so he's coming off. DMG right now, you know, with this penalty, you know, in good position, shooting 2 bodies right away, with Thunder still trying to make an attack down the Dorito side, get in Dorito 2. Shane Howe picks him up. He starts shooting towards the Dorito side from Snake 1. Thunder up 1 point, but still plenty of time left to go in this game right here. Thunder can't sit back.
Yeah.
They still need to get up the field
yeah,
and keep attacking.
It's not like they have a gigantic lead. And right now, they're actually down by one body as DMG. And it's back and forth. You know, Thunder did this to DMG, now DMG is doing it to Thunder. Let's see if DMG can actually close this point out, though. 30 seconds remain on that penalty before Brusselback comes out of the box.
Ooh, and the snake corner for DMG just got bounced square in his head back there. I think by Corey Field or Tommy Tucker. That is that's number 73, Alexander Borromeo. And there goes Jack Cremian out of the Dorito. So just 2 bodies left alive now for Seattle Thunder. Corey Field
and pressing,
in Snake 1.
And pressing their advantage is DMG as they move up on the Dorito side. Also have Shane House searching for kills, but they lose. Shane House back player gets shot as that's Borromeo. But Borromeo's walking off. He's actually the kill count leader for DMG this point. Oh, they lose Shane Howe as well.
Corey Field shoots Shane Howe out. It's a 1-on-2 against Duffy, but Duffy gets a shot in as he bumps out to the Dorito 2. Oh, I'm sorry, there's still 3 bodies left. I didn't see Schrader over there. So a 3-on-1, DMG closes it out. Oh, they got their last body out of the box. That's where it came from. Snuck out here to the snake side.
So what a great job by DMG to fight back from that penalty. And now they're gonna tie it up. So they did exactly to Thunder what Thunder just did to them. Wow, we got ourselves an incredibly close match here. 5 minutes and 35 seconds to go. And let's check in with the excessive challenger update with Lauren Kelly down on the sideline. She has Thomas Taylor.
Hey guys, the Thunder versus DMG game is still going on, but we wanted to bring you an update from the Challengers bracket. I have Thomas Taylor here from Excessive. Hello. You guys just played 1-8-7, and unfortunately you lost.
Yes, we did.
It's been a tough weekend for you guys, so what struggles have you been having?
We've pretty much had them all. Some guys are playing hot and playing cold. I had a rough day the first day, played really good today, but then we had 2 or 3 other guys we rely on have rough days today. And it's a different field over there. These teams play a little bit slower. Some issues I'm not going to mention on mic, but we fought them all. No excuses. We should be playing a lot better. We train, I believe, harder than anyone else, and we put it out there, and it's not coming together. That's not in God's plan for us this weekend either.
All right, well, we're so sorry to hear that. Your fans are still cheering for you.
Thank you.
Let's get back to this Thunder versus DMG game and see who's going to win.
All right, so we're back here all tied up at 3 apiece, 5 minutes and 35 seconds to go before the start of, for the end of this matchup.
Yeah, and this game's about to go down right now. A tight one here, 3-3. So 5 minutes, 5.5 minutes left to go, and both teams at full strength. So we've seen penalties on both sides. Both these teams, strong play out of, good contributions out of the starting lineups. Duffy, Borromeo, Howe, Schrader, as well as Olsvik, Tucker, Cremian.
Yeah.
Some good play out here. So this game going to come down to the wire over here.
Yeah, and most of the work's being done by Field, Olsvik, and Tucker, as combined they have 13 kills amongst the 3. So here we go on the split screen breakout. Sacramento, DMG on the right-hand side, Thunder on the left, and who's going to win this game, man? I have no idea. It's been back and forth seesaw battle. Oh, looks like Thunder losing bodies here. 2 bodies come off early as both Tucker and Scott Knight take the walk. And here comes DMG stomping down that Dorito side into the 40-yard line. And on the Snake side as well, too. Big moves on both sides of the field, all the way running down. That's Brian Duffy.
And Borromeo came down the Snake side as well, and he bunkered out Olsvik.
Yeah, great move by Borromeo, man. Heads up play by him. He's the kill count leader with 6 for DMG. Wow, that's impressive work right there.
Yeah, good game plan on the break right there. Good execution. So DMG, they won that game in about 30 seconds right there. So maybe DMG figured something out right here, but Seattle Thunder, they've been down in this game already. Came back, 5:02 left to go in this game, and Seattle Thunder gonna shake that one off, try and get back out here, get back in this game.
Yeah, so good work by both teams. 2 evenly matched teams fighting back from penalties. Let's check out this replay here. We're gonna check out Borromeo. Sees it, eyes up, man, guns up, and just runs down the field. No one stopping him, no one putting any paint back on him. And let's check it from the opposite angle here. Borromeo with that kill. Nice work to finish off Thunder in that particular point and take the lead. 5 minutes and 2 seconds remaining.
Yeah, good move right there by Borromeo. So, you know, Seattle Thunder, you know, they're playing here in the Challengers division, but, you know, you talk to those guys, you know, they're pretty confident, you know, that they're going to have a shot to get back into the Champions division. You know, you talk to these guys, and, you know, they felt pretty strongly about, you know, how they were playing. They got Mikey Lou down there.
Yeah, coming back.
Longtime pro player, you know, helping them out, coaching. You know, always a good guy to talk to down there yesterday, you know, in the Thunder pits, you know, as they were playing their game against Royalty. So, you know, try and get things together here for Thunder to help get them back in this game. As DMG on the breakout, go hard towards the snake side.
Both teams 5 strong right now. And looks like DMG on your screen right now able to get out wide and rolling their guns and now get immediately into snake, mirroring the move on the opposite side of the field with Seattle Thunder into snake 1 as well.
And there goes Corey Field across from the center into Dorito 1, taking Nico Perry's spot, who got shot by Duffy. Nico Perry walks off. So good field spread, 2 on each side for Thunder, with Field able to get out there to the Dorito side, but 5 bodies still alive for Sacramento DMG. They have Shane Howe, who's in snake 2 now, backing up a little bit, see if he can get some of those shots across the field. Borromeo comes in behind him, he's in the corner. They got Duffy and Schrader over there. And then Ormrod there in the middle of the field, trying to keep Olsvik in snake 2 from coming any farther down the field. He's actually switching back and forth now. He's got a good shot on both sides of the field to try and lock out people from getting into the 50s and advancing. There's Crimian on your screen right there playing the Dorito Tower. You can't see Corey Field, but he's right there in the Dorito 1.
Yeah, so mirrored up here on the snake side. Both teams have attackers looking to make moves here. And this is when it really starts to, you know, when this time starts to tick off and you still are close to full strength with Thunder and only Nico Perry dead and DMG with 5 bodies still alive. Thing is, though, DMG, they don't have to do anything to win this game. Just sit in their bunkers, let time expire, and they still will be the victors here. Whereas Thunder, they are going to have to push aggressive. So in DMG, I'll say slightly better field position because they have more penetration in that center.
Yeah, DMG taking it slow over there.
Yeah, and there's DMG on your screen right now, zoned in, looking at the guns up, just looking to hold those lanes down and just keep Thunder from playing paintball. This is when you want to carry an extra pot of paint out too, because then you could find yourself in one of those really slow points that all of a sudden you think, oh, it might be able to get a couple more in here, but no, it ends up being the last point.
Ooh, and there goes Duffy, gets shot. I think that might have been Crimian. No, Tommy Tucker from across the field shoots out Duffy.
Coast to coast shot.
Right. So all tied up as far as bodies go right now, 4 on 4.
Well, and that could speed things up here a little bit for Thunder. I mean, they're still looking at 4 guns, and man, DMG is just dug in like ticks right now, all just gunned up, rolling, just trying to throw as much paint as they possibly can. 2 minutes to go.
And eventually, Seattle Thunder is gonna have to coordinate some sort of move here because they are down, and the clock has just hit under 2 minutes. And there goes Field into Dorito 2. Shane Howe had his gun up over there, but Field sneaks in underneath. Now Field putting the pinch on Borromeo in the snake side corner. There's Olsvik, wants to launch. He's getting ready. Shane Howe knows it's got to come eventually. They switch Ormrod's gun from the Dorito side to the snake side.
Yeah, thing is, right now, look for Thunder to start looking for moves and put themselves in position. Yeah, Field making his move up to the 40-yard line, Dorito. And so now their back players also eventually are going to have to get themselves into position to launch. It's got to come from somewhere. The attack must come within the next minute and 20 seconds. So yeah, Todd, but this may be the last point here.
Yeah, Corey Field, he's got the ball. He's the one that's going to have an opportunity to go. All the guns trained on the snake side. Field can wrap around the outside, which he's starting to do right now.
Yeah, there's no pressure on him whatsoever. Now the guns finally shift his way, or at least one gun shifts his way, because there was a spot. Oh, but Thunder dropping the ball over here on the snake side.
Olsvik comes up over the top and catches a ball right to the face from Borromeo, who is just waiting for him down the wire. And just 3 bodies left alive now for Seattle Thunder.
Todd, they still got to go, though.
Under a minute, you know, got to make a move. Can't do it by yourself. Got to get all these bodies up and moving, get the guns rolling. Shane Howe looked like he caught a bouncer off the top of the load. No, Shane Howe gets shot. He's going to walk off right now.
Oh, this could make it interesting, though. 26 seconds, man. Thunder's got to go. They lost their back player over here in the snake side, so just 2 players left alive for Thunder, and they're on the Dorito side. They're not going to have enough time, Todd.
Now 15 seconds left, ticking away. Corey Field gets shot. And for some reason now, Jack Cremian decides to get up and run to his death. You know, I mean, that's just not good execution right there by Thunder. I mean, they had some bodies, you know, at least got to go and try and make a move together. You know, we've seen that happen a few times already. When you see, you got to send one guy and send no more bodies right after him. Send them on top of them.
Well, that's the thing, and those are specific plays that you have to practice. You can't just expect the only time that your guys on your team are going to get the experience of pushing into guns in only, say, 45 seconds is at a tournament when it actually happens. No, that's a drill. You have to run those low-time situations, so you just want to put guys in spots. You know, if you're out there listening, you want to think, okay, well, how can I make my team better? That's one of those drills you want to run. Well, you got to set up stunts. You know, so one guy attacks on the Dorito side, if that's where the option is available. Then on the flip side, you know, you got to have somebody on that stunt make that move. So, wow. So, congratulations to DMG, going to take that victory against Thunder. Man, and I'll tell you what, we're seeing a lot of good play out of these up-and-coming Challengers teams, taking down former champions teams. Well, we got the Tauntauns coming up against San Antonio X Factor, more Champions League, more Champions Division paintball coming at you here at the 2013 PSP Mid-Atlantic Open. We'll see you in just a second.
I'm here with Tim Russell back from DMG. Congratulations, you guys just beat Thunder 4-3. What were you guys thinking when Thunder had enough time to tie up that game?
You know, at that, you know, we never come out thinking, all right, let's just sit, let's just run the clock off. We want to score points. It's all about the point margin in prelims. So, you know, we just had to come out and play, you know, tight and play our game.
You have one more game today. Tell me what's going to be your strategy going into that one.
You know, we're really having a problem with talking and just communicating with each other. I think that's the only thing we really need to work on. It's kind of a grudge match against Royalty 2. They beat us last event. We never got to, you know, play them again, so we're hoping to come out and get revenge.
All right, well, good luck. Next up, we're having X Factor versus Tauntauns. Who do you think's going to win?
Oh, you know, X Factor is hot. They're coming off a win. I think they're going to do it.
All right, we'll see if he's right.